Okay, on to part two. I've got a lot of the wiring ran today. I'm sure a lot of the harnesses that you see out there in the industry will probably be the same or close to. These two right here are going to come off. This goes to the gas valve here, and the other one goes to your water temperature down there. There it is right there, your water temperature. Okay, so one goes to the gas valve, one goes to water temperature. This bundle here, right here that I showed you in the last video, green, black, and white, go to green, black, and white there. Okay, now I took mine and ran it along the back side of the firewall. Let's see here. Okay, there's the computer. Okay, there's the wiring bundle there that comes around down out of the bottom. And then it goes up to the back side of the firewall to the map sensor there, and then your data port. And along up underneath there, around the back side, splits into two. And you have two bundles coming down through. Let's see here. You have, where's it at? You have your injector splice harness that goes into your injector harness, and then you have your, where's the other one? Well, it's hiding somewhere. There it is, their injector harness there. And I have the gas temp, harness that comes around with it, and I'm thinking I'm going to locate my gas temp sensor around in here. So I kind of brought this around to this side. You know, later on I'll figure out what I want to do with it. But all these cannon plugs, they have to be cut off because the sensors, none of them have cannon plugs on them. So you'll have to hardwire it, or you'll have to buy some of your own plugs. These will come off. You have to buy some of your own plugs and wire that in, and then of course it splits off behind there, and up here you can see where I've tucked it in right there, and that will all be stowed up underneath that cap, and the cap kind of holds all that stuff down there, and also holds on my upper cover. So here you can see it comes in and down, and you'll have a few wires in there. Let's see if I can get around here. Wish I had a little better light. Okay, you'll have your injector harness that I brought. You have your two injector harnesses, one here. These two injector harnesses. I ran them under this larger factory bundle here. Okay, so the two on top are power here, and this is my tack wire. Pick up a tack signal. Okay, so they follow this bundle down and tie into, of course, that's the large factory bundle that comes into the circuit breaker box, or I say circuit breaker box, the fuse box. Okay, so it comes in. I've tied it into that bundle. You know, if you really wanted to, you could tape all that in to where it'd look absolutely factory. But like I said in my first video, I'll probably uninstall this when I sell the truck, and when I buy a new truck, I'll reinstall it on the new truck. So it comes in right here, and you have right there, you have ground, tack signal, and your power wire. So that's fairly simple. Now, the data, or the cable that runs your switch in the cab, I've been torn about that. I don't like doing this kind of stuff, but what I've decided to do, it's it's a long cable, but I didn't think it was going to get up into the engine compartment, or into the cab, I'm sorry. So what I plan on doing is running it up underneath there. You can see it here. I'm going to run it right up in that corner up in there, and then put some sort of standoff in there to kind of hold it up. And of course, I'll put it in some of this style conduit, right? So, you know, you probably won't hardly see it. I mean, it won't be noticeable. So I plan on running along through there, up over the power booster for the brake, and then down into my factory harness boot down there. There's a factory harness boot. I'll run it through that factory harness boot, and you'll never see it. It'll look professional. At least I think it will. So far, I think I've been pretty happy with the way it's gone, and the wiring's pretty simple. I mean, I haven't really had a lot of trouble with it. Once I sat down and got the wiring diagram and went through it, and you know, sat there with the wiring harness sitting next to me, it was really simple. I mean, there's really nothing to it. But like I said in my first video, I'm an avionics tech and work on aircraft electrical systems. So, you know, this really isn't too big a job for me. It's not that hard. I've done a lot of this stuff on aircraft. So it's time consuming though. If you want to do it right and you want it done professionally, or a professional looking install, you're going to have to spend some time. Now, if I did this on another truck, you know, the second time around, and it wouldn't be any problem, because I could just zip tie the harness up and kind of cut everything the length out of the truck, and then just put the harness in the truck, and you know, clamp it into place, or you know, install it and secure it in place with it already being all zip tied up. So, you know, the second time around it would be really easy. I probably have to cut my install time in half. But anyway, I'll report back, maybe get some better light next time, and show you how the wires splice into the injector harness. So until next time.